Purpose. So, good evening, everyone. I hope everybody are excited for this session because we have conducted lots of sessions regarding a technical, regarding life science, and this session is very different because it's purely related to environment. So, how we take care ourselves, how to take care our community, and how to take care. Now it's time to how to take care our environment. So once again, I welcome you all for this wonderful webinar. One is e-learning is a company where we offer e-learning courses like Python and cloud computing. So if you want any details, you can just log into our website. As a part of a CSR initiative, we're doing lots and lots of webinars. We have crossed 50 plus webinars. And today we are having an exciting person. First of all, thank you for accepting an invitation. Right now, she's in her office and then she's spending time for us. I think that is a great privilege for us because most of the people would say, no, I'm quite busy, but she has taken that dedication towards her knowledge sharing. It's wonderful. So thank you so much, Anita, for accepting an invitation. It's a great honor to have you here. So Anita is also a social activist and she's also working as an administrative executive in skill development and training division at National Institute of Wind Energy. So I think she's the exact right person to say us about more about environment and what are the things that we have to take care of it because waste management is very important topic nowadays because everybody we have lots and lots of waste biodegradable e-waste and everything is dumped so the waste management is very essential because when you clear the waste, the society, the environment, everything gets cleaned up, and you can get rid of all the diseases that you're having. So over to you, Anita. So let's know about waste management.
Yeah, sure. Hi, all. Good evening. Hope you're all doing good at this pandemic situation. Hope you're all are at home. We people are working at office, but still, it's fine to stay connected through online thing. And today, it's a good opportunity for me to talk about you regarding the waste management, which is actually more required at this current situation because waste management. Uh, Waste management, it doesn't mean that it is should be done by only industry people or big refineries only. Even we need to start doing at home because we produce a lot of waste even at home. Okay, I'll just it's not going to be pure technical session or something. It's just going to be an awareness session, and hope you'll be and in simple terms so that you'll be able to understand and start implementing because the actual intention for me to accepting this for going with this topic is we need to save our environment because and even now if you are not going to realize that we are harming the environment then not sure when we are going to realize because now pandemic a virus is teaching lots of lesson about how to save the environment and how
Ma'am, your voice is not audible. Can you please speak loud? Okay, guys, I think she's having some
happens
network issues,
they
so
just we
she'll be
think
back
we
soon.
are
Yeah.
a ruler of this world and nobody else, no other living. Okay, in Chennai we have a very popular slam uh, landfill sites. Okay, in Pallikarnai marshland, lots and lots of huge mountain, and nobody cares about how to reduce landfill. Reduce the garbage going to the landfill, and we are also started living with it, right? We are breathing the air that is the serious effects will be seen only in future days, okay, not now. But still it is an alarming situation to see all this all these lands getting polluted by this garbages. Okay, fine. So, as I said, what all effects it is affects, of course, it affects all the human beings. Okay, and it affects our climate. We'll see one by one. Okay, and rise in global temperature. So, how it is going to affect our? It may sound new to you, but the factual fact is that when waste breaks down in landfills to form methane, greenhouse gas is formed, and greenhouse. You all must have studied the change in climatic condition is because of the greenhouse gas that is being emitted, okay, from the earth. We have an ozone, we have an hole at the ozone layer, and it is all because of the greenhouse gas effect. Okay, and by burning the garbage, or by allowing the garbage to get inside the landfill, methane gas is produced, and that's a greenhouse gas is emitted. Okay, it is again you're going to impact a lot in the climatic system. Okay, so we need to take care. We need to start segregating the waste even at the source. Only then we'll be able to reduce the waste getting dumped in the dump yard. Okay, I'll tell you the proper ways how we can segregate even at home, and then we can stop. We can reduce the waste actually. Okay, so that whatever waste it's going to the dump yard will be reduced automatically. Okay, so now solid waste management. People talk about a lot about solid waste management. Doesn't mean it is only a solid form. Solid waste may include solid, liquid, semi-solid, liquid, and it is all waste generated from industries, home. Everything comes under solid waste. Okay, so you must know the definition of it. Solid waste is an useless, unwanted, or discarded material, of course, and it consists of raw materials, intermediate product, or finished product, which has got no commercial value. Okay, then it includes a discarded article that is worn out, broken, packaging, or organic waste or toxic substance produced as a byproduct of some industrial process. Oh, now let us see the solid waste in India. 7.2 million tons of hazardous waste. Hazardous waste is like the waste that is going to affect the health of the living beings and also the environment. 7.2 million tons waste are there. It is not recycled, or it is not cleared yet. Okay, and 1 square kilometer of additional landfill area every year. So as population is getting increased, the usage of products also is getting increased, and the waste produced also is increasing, and we don't have any place to dump the garbage. So the empty lands are being occupied, and the garbage, all the garbage are being thrown. For example, even for example, if some plot is empty near to our house, what we'll do, automatically we'll throw all the our waste only in that plot. Okay, so it's like take it for granted, it's like that. If a empty ground is there, automatically in a few days we'll be able to see the it is becoming as a dump yard for the garbage. Okay, so now, so it 1,600 crore has to be spent for treatment and disposal of this waste. Whatever waste available in India. So only if we spend 1,600 crores, it is possible to, it is possible to clear all the waste. So, in addition to this, industries discharge about 150 million tons of high volume, low hazard waste every year, which is mostly dumped on open, low lying land areas. Okay. So, apart from all these things, industrial waste also is getting accumulated in the land, and now people starting dumping in the ocean also. Okay, and of course it impacts a lot in the marine life. The see, we are all part of a ecosystem. um, so even if one living being is affected, automatically, indirectly, it is going to affect only us. I mean, we are in a cycle. Okay, if something happens to someone at a, for example, a fish. Okay, if we are going to throw all the garbages in the ocean, and the fish start consuming the plastics, and if it starts dying, the reduction, I mean the population reduction, okay, in the fish is going to impact us in some ways. Okay, so ultimately only the human being are going to be affected. And uh, so of course human are not bothered about other living beings, and we are not bothering how an ecosystem is getting changed. We are concentrating more on our uh, livelihood and our survival, but ultimately we are going to affected at the end. Okay, so we need to be very careful in protecting the environment. So it is like only when we help the environment, it will help us back. Okay, it is the formula. What you give is going to what you receive. Okay, it's like that. Now we'll see how we can start segregating the waste at home. Okay, see, this is the waste segregation chart. Mm, so why I say this is, many residential waste is also getting accumulated in the dump yard. So if we start segregating the waste at home, okay, whatever goes to the landfill will get reduced. Okay, see, for example, these are all the types of segregation we'll be able to do at home. All you need to have is a separate bins for everything. Okay, for example, wet waste, it's all kitchen waste, biodegradable waste. Okay, see, all the organic, vegetable and fruit peels, food remain, and whatever plants, vegetables, everything comes under this wet waste. And what you can do with this wet waste is you can convert it into a manure. Okay, there are a lot of procedure available in YouTube's to learn how a waste can be wet waste can be converted into manure. Okay, so it is going to be beneficial in both ways. Okay, so we'll be able to get the, I mean, we'll be able to reduce the garbage, and also we are going to get an organic manure for the plants. Okay, so it is, if we take a little effort in recycling the waste. Okay, uh, one second. Um, if you are going to start, one second, please. So wet waste. Okay, if we start decomposing it, we'll get a manure, and this manure can be, even if it is going to be excess at your home, you can start selling to other places. You can even start selling to the corporation people, and there you can make money out of it. Okay, it's just a little effort you are going to take. So it doesn't mean that the individual people living in individual houses, they can put it in, they can use it for garden, and we can start growing our own plants. The people living in apartment also can do this, and then they can start selling to the people who requires the manure, or even to the corporation, and make money. So it is going to be, whatever effort we are going to do, it is going to be beneficial in all the ways. Okay, we'll be getting a profit out of it. We are the garbage that is getting into the dump yard will be reduced, and also um, like we'll also get the manure. Okay, and then comes the dry waste. Here I need to concentrate more on this topic, because everywhere we could see this plastic, one time plastic. Okay, the problem with that is it cannot be it is not a biodegradable. Okay, it cannot be decomposed. The plastic cannot be decomposed, and it will be in the landfill for years. Okay, to get it composed, it takes many years. Okay, so when it goes to the landfill, it will block the particular spot, okay, where it is, and it will not allow anything to get inside. Even any nutrition or anything cannot go inside that particular place, and that particular place will become an it will not be a fertile land. Okay, it there are high chances it may become a barren land. Okay, yeah, after a few years. Okay, it will not even allow the water to penetrate. Even a rain cannot go penetrate at that particular spot. I mean, just I'm just selling it as an example, like if a plastic cover is in a particular spot. Okay, so if it is the case of for one plastic cover daily, how many we are using, but we are not bothering to throw it away. Okay, we don't bother to recycle it. There are options for recycling, and most people are not aware how to recycle the plastic. There are lots of companies available to recycle the plastic, and even NGOs, or they are doing it mm, to save the environment. All you need is to Google and find the right vendor who can recycle the plastic waste. See, it is all like we Google a lot about what we need, say for shopping thing and everything. We Google a lot, but we don't bother to Google about how to save the environment. Okay. See, for example, even Chennai flood. I'm just telling it as an example. Even during Chennai flood, I think it occurred at 2015 somewhere. The main reason for the block was because of the plastic covers. It all went and occupied in the sewage drains. Okay, so it is the plastic covers. Even after that, we didn't realize the impact it is creating. Okay, see, for example, if I'm see, I'll also tell uh, it is affecting in many ways. Like plastic covers are available easily to us. Okay, it is cheap compared to the cloth bag, and it is convenient to use. There are lots of benefits in using the plastic covers than the cloth bags, but the impact is also is high when we use the plastic cover. See, once we use the plastic cover and discard it, okay, then we use a next plastic cover, and we keep discarding it without even bothering about how much water resources used to produce that particular plastic cover. Okay, and how much the resources is being spent in a factory to prepare a plastic cover. So when we start using more and more of plastic covers, and the resources are also getting depleted. Okay, and we are whatever plastics we are discarding, we are throwing it in the landfill. It is also getting accumulated, and it is not going to decompose. So either ways, it is affecting us a lot. So even if it is if there is a real requirement to use the plastic cover, make sure it gets recycled properly. Go to one vendor who make sure that he or she, the particular vendor recycle the plastic properly. Okay, and the plastic also, even at a house, every houses will have a plenty of plastic covers. We keep it as a what to say, treasure. Lots of plastic covers will be at the kitchen, and one day we'll throw away everything in the name of cleaning the house. Okay, so again, uh, if you start thinking a little, why should we get this plastic cover, and why we are discarding it without using it? And when we think a while, we'll be able to understand how bad how bad impact we are creating for this environment. Okay, all you need is the awareness, nothing else. And we all know that plastic cover is it is not good for the environment, but still we don't take enough step to stop using that. That is the issue. Okay, even our government, they brought an initiative to stop using the, one-time plastic. One-time plastic is once we use it and discard it into the landfill. Okay, uh, one-time plastic. Government also brought an initiative, and it was fine for a few months, but again people started using it because the main reason is it's available for some lesser price. Okay, and it is also convenient to um, use that. So we are not thinking about the consequences that we are going to face after so many years. Our future generations will be affected. That is what is. So if we start dumping all the plastic waste, and if the land becomes barren, and there will be no place for future generation to cultivate, or they'll not have a green environment. Okay, it's definitely going to affect the future generation. There is no use of saving, giving them a money or property, whatever, but they should be given a good place to live. They should be in a safer place. Okay, they should be in a place where there are plenty of resources available, natural resources. Okay, and we are also looking for, uh, as being a part of National Institute of Wind Energy, we are also looking for alternate energy. One side we are starting looking for alternate energy to reduce the climatic change and everything, but still, only when we start reducing all the other when we start reducing the garbages, and when we stop polluting the environment, we'll be able to what is it we'll be able to get back our environment that we have lost after the industrial revolution and thing. Okay, then next comes the sanitary waste. See, we have few waste that cannot be recycled or reused. That is all sanitary waste. Okay, so as I said, when you start segregating all this waste, only a minimum level of waste will go to the dump yard. Okay, so the sanitary waste will definitely go to the dump yard. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, if there is a minimal waste and if it goes to dump yard, it's fine. But when the wet waste, dry waste, everything goes along with that, even the wet waste will not be able to degrade, and it will become it will start emitting the methane gas. Okay, so that is what I mean. That is how it is. The global changes is happening. Climatic changes is happening. And what we see is hazardous household waste, the medicine bottles and the injections, syringes, yeah, syringes, and whatever cosmetics we are using. So, for example, nail polish, lipstick, and everything. After using, we discard it, and it all becomes an um, hazardous waste. Okay, it is going to affect the human beings. These all can be recycled. All these bottles can be recycled. All we need to do is we need to find a proper vendor who recycles the all the waste. Okay, and this garden waste, again you can convert it into manure. So uh, garden waste, wet waste, all come under the same categories. You can start decomposing it. Okay, and then use it as a manure waste. Okay, then here comes an e-waste. E-waste is now we are using more and more electronics products like mobile, laptop, computers, batteries, televisions, everything. What we do is once we use it and throw it away. Okay, without knowing what can we do with that. I mean, without knowing how it can be recycled or reused. Okay, the we don't bother about the consequences that we are going to face in future years. Okay, so, and this e-waste can be very well reused. Okay, even when we start reusing or recycling all the waste, the resources that is being used to manufacture a new product, okay, using a raw material will also be reduced. Okay, so that is the main purpose of segregating the waste, and also the saving our resources from depleting getting depleted. And we also know that. Okay, so now when we come to the organic waste, there are lots of food waste that we do at home. Okay, even cooked food, we waste it just like that. Okay, so our money is wasted, the food is wasted, and it is polluting the environment also. Okay, so here there is a tips to reduce the food waste. Okay, so everybody knows that actually how to reduce the waste, but still we don't follow that. All you have to do is whatever we do, I mean, we need to think that we are doing it for the environment, we are doing it for our future generation. Okay, like plan and prepare the food. If four members are there in your family, plan and prepare only for them, and you must be knowing how much quantity they'll be eating. Okay, so you can calculate and prepare food for them, and make sure that nothing goes to the dustbin. Okay, see, have you ever seen a farmer planting, cultivating crops? He's doing all has to see that actually. The effort taken by a farmer um, has to be visualized by all of us so that we'll understand. We'll start thinking. We'll start realizing their efforts and stop wasting the food. Okay, even to plant a single crop, they will have to take more efforts. Okay, in plowing and in sowing. Many, lots and lots of efforts are taken by the farmers, but without even any thought, we just waste the food. Okay, so it's better if you plan and prepare the a plan for your family and prepare the food accordingly. And also we need to keep a track of it. See, when we go to supermarket, we start buying everything, even if it is not required. We may think, okay, it will be required afterwards, so we'll start getting our, we don't plan and buy in supermarket. We start buying everything, and at one point of time, if it gets expired, and we'll have to waste it. Okay, so all we need to do is proper planning. And many people, they don't eat the leftovers. Okay, they don't like to have the leftovers, even if it is if the food is leftover. So it's all again and again, I wanted to insist this point. Whatever you do is for your environment, for your future generation. Whatever we do now is going to impact the future generation, and we need to make sure that we give them a better place to live in. Okay, so whatever steps we are going to take, it's for them. Okay, just have that in mind and start executing it. You'll get used to it. See, if in case in developed nations, this waste segregation is must. When we go there and live, automatically we start following that. Okay, when there's a rule, government rule, we start following that. But when the same situation is in India, we don't bother to follow it. We find ways to, we find the way to skip it, or stop doing it, or uh, just to disobey the rule. Okay, we want is a convenient life for now, without bothering about the future. Okay, but the same set of people, when they go to foreign countries, they will be doing a proper segregation, waste segregation. So the same effort we need to show in our place also. We need to start doing it at home, and we need to start segregating at the source means at home. Okay, so that we can reduce garbages, plenty of waste going to the landfill. Okay, um, Then, as I said, single use plastic everywhere in shopping malls, everywhere. Without plastic, single use plastic, uh, it's like I mean, last generation, even during last generation, they were using only the cloth bags. Okay, they were all it was all convenient only. But only when this single-use plastic came into existence, even the people of that generation started using this without knowing the impact. And now plenty and plenty of plastic waste are getting dumped in the ocean, and it is affecting the marine life. Okay, and as I said, it is not going to. It's not a biodegradable. I mean, it is not going to be degradable, and it is going to take years to get decomposed, and it is going to affect the land fertility, and it is going to affect the air the it is going to create an air pollution. It is going to create an greenhouse effect. In turn, it is affecting. I mean, it will affect the climatic change and everything. Lot more is there. So, as a like being students, you need to think what in what ways you are going to contribute for the environment. Okay, it's not just doing social service to others. uh, Only when you start thinking to do something for the environment, when you start doing when you start thinking to change yourself and do it for the environment, it itself is considered to be an service for this environment. Okay, you need not be an really a social worker or a social activist to be an to save the environment. Okay, when you start doing it at home, it is all you're going to do is for the environment. So please start doing it at home, and um, it is all to protect the earth. See, it's in nature, even if you're going to harm, it will recover itself. Okay, but the consequences is going to be for only for the humans. Okay, so when I say we need to save the environment, we need to save the earth, it ultimately means save the human beings, save the other living beings. Okay, you need to take that way. Okay, environment will automatically recover by itself. Okay, for example, if a flood comes, okay, if a heavy flood comes, all the garbages that is dumped in dump yard will be washed out, and it'll of course go fall in our residence only. Okay, so the impact is going to be only on us. So it is not that we are going to protect the environment, it is not that we are going to protect the earth. It's I'm telling for it is for protecting the human beings and other living beings. Okay, you need to take in that way. Okay, now here comes the life cycle of electronics. As I said, we started using lots and lots of electronics like mobiles, and without mobile, nobody say now it has become a part of a body. Okay, so lots and lots of mobiles are getting produced. Okay, we need we are not like, it's a human tendency that we are not we always want to an upgraded level. So what we do is either we throw away the electronic products, or send it to scrap, or resell it. Okay, but okay, reselling is fine, reusing it again, we are going to reuse it, that is fine. But discarding and disposing it is actually a very bad thing. You need to know the ways how it can be recycled, and all you need to take is a small effort, that's all. Okay, uh, see, there are plenty and plenty of vendors who can recycle, who can collect the plastic waste, who can collect the e-waste. Okay, all you need to is you'll have to find them, and then start giving the products to them. Okay, if it is going to be an apartment, you can initiate at your place, and then so that your society um, can give the plastic waste to all to the particular vendor, and then he can recycle it and give an, I mean, he can even give a money for it. Okay, it's like whatever whatever we give, it is not going to be a free of cost. You can even make money by selling the waste. Okay, and here in the electronics things, even if if a mobile, if you are not okay with the mobile after some years, you can donate it to someone. Okay, you can donate it to the underprivileged people so that they'll start using it. Okay, instead of throwing it, I'm saying you can donate it, or you can give it to the scrap, or you can recycle it. Even the batteries also, we need to lots and lots of batteries we use, but we don't know, I mean, we throw it away just like that. We don't know how to dispose it. Okay, all, as I said, there are all the ways are there. I mean, you can just Google it and see how, I mean, what are all the ways that can be done to dispose this waste. Because if it is in Chennai, well, there are many vendors available nearby. Okay, in Chennai, a resident of Chennai, he can reach the vendors, the recycling vendors. He can reach them very quickly, and then start implementing the segregation at home. But if you are in a rural area or something, not that many vendors will be there. You will have to search for them, and then you have to initiate at your place, and you will have to create awareness to the neighboring people, and start segregating the waste and then dispose it accordingly. Okay, that is what. Okay, so the ultimate thing is, I mean, I didn't talk about the waste, I mean, industrial waste, refineries waste. That is all, it is not going to be under our control. See, you need not depend on a government, on the government. You need not wait for the government to take action for each and everything. Okay, yeah, even if it doesn't take, I mean, there was an initiative, of course, for to stop using the one time plastic, but people fail to follow it. Okay, but it doesn't mean that if a government is taking back its rule, or if it is not implementing a strict rule, we should not we should stop following it. It's not that. We need to start by ourselves. Okay, we need to, ultimately we need to think that it's for our environment, it is for our human survival. Okay, just think, if a sea level is getting increased, automatically it's going to come into the land, and we are the human beings. I mean, ultimately the one who is going to be affected is our human beings and other living beings. Okay, so uh, there are scientists who are all warning about the global um, climatic change, global warming, but we don't know how, like, people are not aware how to stop it. Okay, people are not see, in this 3 to 4 months pandemic situation, um, nature started to recover itself. Okay, you could have seen many pictures in WhatsApp or Facebook, the animals returning back to their habitat. Okay, they are coming to the original, I mean, uh, where they stayed before. Okay, see, now we started encroaching. The humans started encroaching the forest areas and everything, and started building the houses, industries, and everything. But we all, like, human being greedy. I'm like that, I'm just telling the truth. Okay, we just start occupying all the place. We think all the whole world is ours, and we don't bother to do deforestation, and we don't bother to encroach the land of other living beings, and we do just like that. Okay, we think we can do anything with the money and power. Okay, that is what is happening. And one time there will be like, if this continues, okay, there will be no humans surviving in this earth. Okay, and no other living beings also, of course. We are human beings. They are going to, I mean, we are going to spoil ourselves, and also in turn other living beings also. Okay, so there is no point in making so much of money for our future generations, because if they don't get a real place to live in with the money, they are not going to do anything. Okay, let us take an oath. Let us do a promise that we'll give them a green world. Okay, let us let us give them a world where the resources are pure, say water is free from pollution, air is free from pollution, no holes at the ozone, and no, I mean, there are plenty of trees in the uh, all over. It is like a green environment. It's our responsibility, actually. See, it is not that we did it on purpose. um, we don't know the consequence. We are not bothered about the consequence. We are not aware of the consequences. That is a thing. That is the thing. We still keep doing all these things. See, the awareness should be spread all the time. I mean, if you are learning something, you need to tell it to others. Okay, so it is all like, even if you are going to segregate the waste at home, at your kitchen, people are not like, really doesn't know how to segregate the waste at the kitchen. Okay, nothing, by keeping two or three different bins. For example, you keep a bin at kitchen. Okay, all the kitchen waste, it is going to be under that. I mean, it is going to be inside that bin. Okay, and you can keep a bin in the balcony. All the dust you are going to sweep from the home is going to be collected in that bin. Okay, and all the sanitary waste, or the blades and the razors, and other ways, you can have a bin at the restroom, and you can dispose it there. Okay, see, anyways, like, normally what we do is we have a bin altogether and keep it in one place, and then we come from any part, any corner of the home, and then we dump it at the one place. We dump it at the one bin. What I am saying is, keep a different bin at a different place of your home. Okay, just teach your children also, this bin is for this particular waste, this bin is for this particular waste. Okay, when we start doing, when we ask the kids to do it, they'll start learning. It will be like a fun learning. Okay, they'll be start doing it very happily. You really need not bother about how you're going to implement that in your family. Okay, all will be like happy to do it, and just start doing it. Hello.
Yes, Anita, we have certain questions to be answered. So can
Yeah,
we go ahead with that?
yeah, sure. Is the time over, or?
Yeah, it's just 15 minutes more, so I think it would be
Oh, sorry.
perfect. Okay.
Yeah, please.
So the first question is from Infinite Infra Solutions. The thing is that we have lots of wastage for agriculture inputs like bottles. How to make it useful one? If you have any new technology without harmful or hazardous for environment, let me know.
Okay, can I see the question so that?
Yeah, in your comments you can see the question. Just close your PPT and you can see the comments section. And
Okay,
you have to scroll quite above.
okay.
It is the
Oh,
question from Infinite Infra Solutions.
we have a lot of wastage for agriculture inputs like bottles. How to make useful one? You have any new technology? Yeah, actually, bottles can be recycled. Okay. Mm, it can be recycled and it can be made as a different products. Okay. There are lots of companies that is doing recycling. Recycling. And Infinite Infra Solution, where their company is located in Chennai or some other city.
I think they have not mentioned it properly. So I think Infinite Infra Solutions, I think you can mention the location of your city so that we could be quite informative for you.
So that I can share the vendor details if I
Yeah, sure.
get to know.
So we have another question from Manikandan. Sorry, Manikanta. Any government initiative related to waste management, CSR, and NGO details who are working on pan India level? Any organization working at rural areas?
Actually, Swachh Bharat was brought for that purpose. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There are many NGOs doing that.
Okay.
Again, I wanted to know like which place you particularly, you're looking for. Okay. Um, it's there. Government initiatives are there. Swachh Bharat is one of the main initiative taken by our Prime Minister for the particularly for the waste management. Okay. CSR and NGO details who are working at pan India level. I'm not very sure of the list of NGO detail. List of NGOs that are working for that. Maybe I can. I can. Maybe I can look for it and then share the details. Okay. My voice is breaking. Is it?
Yeah. Okay. So we had only two questions for today.
Okay.
So Manikanta, if you post your
Hello. 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 You're getting. Hello. Am I audible? Hello. Chittoor district. Okay. Dharanya. Dharanya. Hello. Hello. Any other questions are there? If you want to ask, you can just note down my mail ID. If you want to have any questions, you can just contact me.
sorry, I had certain network issues, so
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sorry for
fine. That's
that.
fine. That's
Yeah.
fine.
So, participants, you can share your feedback right now. I have just posted the feedback link. So you can share all your feedbacks, and if you want to contact Anita, you can just contact us so that we could inform her. And one more thing I've just wanted to inform you is that we are organizing a national level virtual hackathon 2020 on September 5 and September 6. So people who are interested and people who are having lots of projects are always welcome to enroll in, and it is of free registration. So you can post your projects, and you'll be having a cash rewards for that. So make sure, or if you're a college student of any year, any department, you can also enroll in, and you can project your projects. And these projects will be shown to all the top-notch HR officials, will be the jury members for that. So you can get an interaction with the HR officials. So thank you so much, Anita, for sharing your time with us in spite of being in office. I think that is what made us today a great day for us.
It's
So
a
thank you
pleasure.
so much. Though we have learned so much of things in our EVS, if you're a school student, we have lots of things in our EVS subject. I hope so, environment subject. But when we grew up, we don't realize the importance of it. I hope now we are getting all those things, the important things that is very essential for an environment of this to survive. So keep your environment clean, keep your environment safe, and only then you will be safe from all the diseases that is in this. And especially due to this pandemic, we are, the government and everybody are making so much measures to make ourselves, make our surroundings very clean. So please do practice it. And as Anita said, there are so much of waste dumped in landfills, and marine ecosystem is immensely what is immensely not populated. It's quite destroying. If one ecosystem gets destroyed, the whole chain of ecosystem get destroyed. So and every year 1 degree of the warming is increasing, and icebergs are increasing, though we know everything, but we're not taking any steps. So we thought this in this webinar we can make some things remind us, I mean some things to remind us, okay fine, this is what your responsibility is all about. So that is why we have made this initiative. And thank you so much, Anita, as you have gave a good information, not so technical, but it's very
Yeah,
practical to
I didn't want
everybody.
to be technical purpose on purpose. I didn't
Yeah.
want to be technical. It should be
Definitely.
like a, when we need to start implementing it. That's it.
Definitely, definitely, yeah. So thank you so much, Anita, and thank you so much, participants, for your wonderful presence. It made us a very wonderful show today. So for your more updates, you can just click, you can just view on the description. There we have posted all our social media credentials over there. So you can just get updates of what are the webinars and the next webinars we are having. And if you want, you can also subscribe our channels for getting notifications of the next webinars. And if you want any details from Anita, you can contact us. So thank you so much, participants, once again, and thank you so much, Anita. It was a wonderful session. Thank you all. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you.